More and more former quarterbacks continue to come out and say that they wish they could play with Kyle Shanahan. Former number one overall pick, Carson Palmer, who is a three-time Pro Bowler and had a lot of success in the NFL, and the last time we saw him play was with the Cardinals, said without hesitation that he would play under Kyle Shanahan if he had the chance. Listen to what he had to say on his brother's podcast right here.
To learn, stretch the field, answers and protections, shots, all that stuff. Before you get to personnel, what offensive coordinator or offensive mind would you hire to come in and run
Shanahan's?
What?
Just separation. I mean, he separation and easy completions. I think when you watch today's game, if I was calling plays, as opposed to when I wanted to play, I wanted to go deep on the first three plays just to get corners and safeties back, to be worried about the potential of that first one that maybe went for a touchdown or almost did or got a PI. And now I want quick game. I want a screen. I want an easy smoke on the backside of a run if the corner is off. Like, just getting a quarterback 3 for 3 halfway through the first drive or 5 for 7 after the first drive and a touchdown, that goes a long ways, especially with a lot of these young quarterbacks playing. And Shanahan's as good as anybody at it. I mean, you saw him do it. He found a way with a guy that had literally a torn UCL in that NFC Championship. He found a way to get Brock Purdy completions, even though you knew the screen game was coming. He still found a way to get the ball out of his hand quick. It's just like shooting a free throw for a guy that's struggling to shoot, or a basketball player, just seeing the ball go through the net, seeing the ball completed, and then forcing the defense to have to go and make a tackle. It ain't easy to go and tackle the ground and sprint all the way over here, hit the ground, get hit while you're making a tackle, and then get back up in the huddle while everybody else on offense is getting ready for the next play. And I just think that goes a long way. And so Shanahan does that week in, week out, wherever he's been, Cleveland, Houston, now in San Fran. He gets easy completions, and he gets a stat line for a quarterback when he comes back to grab a Gatorade on the side of the field, feeling really confident and good, even though he may not have thrown the ball past 10 yards or thrown a ball that most people in the stands could have completed. So I think he's as good as it comes, or as good as it gets when it comes to that. And then he creates separation. And kind of what we were talking about with Brock Purdy earlier, I think there's a lot to be figured out with Brock, because he's thrown to guys that have had so much separation. And it's just hard. I mean, unless you drop, a Chad Ochocinco, a Keenan Allen, who just can win versus any coverage, it's hard to get separation unless you've got a receiver you're paying 22 or 25 million a year. If you don't have that guy, there aren't a bunch of guys that can create separation naturally, but he's one of the few coaches that can do it for a 3rd round pick, a 4th round pick, a free agent receiver. He can get separation for his receiver, for his quarterback to get.
Clearly, Kyle Shanahan runs a quarterback-friendly system, and you've heard Steve Young and now Carson Palmer, amongst others, talk about how they wish they could play under Kyle Shanahan and in this scheme. Make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.